Hey Battle Buddies and Healthy Heroes, my name is Susie. I am bringing you LARP fitness content. We are doing our spring training preseason drills. This drill is called a squat block combo. And the idea is you're defending your legs and then striking in two different ways to get them back for what they've done to you. Why is this good on a battlefield? It's a motor plan to build a reflex so you can respond defensively when someone strikes at you, and it'll either stabilize you in a race, like you'll either do a 1-for-1 when they get you, or you might even be able to give yourself an edge and turn the tides, getting a 2-for-1 if you, or even a 2-for-0 if you block them and get both strikes in for this more advanced squat block combo move. And why is this good for your body? The squatting for your leg defense is gonna rely on your quads a lot, so you'll feel that burn there. You're going to be using your full arm a little bit more, so a little bit of strength and stability, not only in your wrists like we always do for wrap shots, but for the blocking motion, you'll feel it through your full arm strength and stability in this one. You'll also be working on faster strikes, so those are strong forearms and flexible wrists again. Just like the plyo drill, this one is initiated defensively. The first thing you do is defend, and then you counter with a combo. Let's get going. Different than the plyo drill because it's not about positioning and footwork. Instead, we're gonna hunker down and squat into a block. Check out my leg defense video because I talk more about the different footwork, blade, and squat options you can do. I will confess, I still find myself always doing squats on the battlefield, even though it does take a little more energy, but it'll strengthen your quads, right? So might as well make it into a drill and go for it. So we're gonna start with a defensive squat from my back leg. So I'm not initiating or switching, I am defending first. So I'm going to strike, and then the response that I'm going to give is a serve on that same arm as I am coming back. So he strikes, and to get that counter in, after I block his blade, all I need to do is supinate my wrist and get the tip onto his forearm, and then I pull back as well. So it's a block serve, serve, whoops, block serve, block serve. Now, if you're gonna make this really greedy, you could add a second hit to make it into a squat block combo. And the combo comes from your other sword crossing your body as a cross chop. So he exposes his arm, I block, and simultaneous with my blocking, I'm going to cross chop and then serve on my way up. So it's a block 1-2, block 1-2, block 1-2. I'm really drumming on his forearm there, you okay? You want to keep your body back and squat defensively. When I got into drilling this in a workout and looping it, I would find myself kind of leaning forward, anticipating that counter. You're not going to be leaning forward when you're defending yourself. So keep your posture true and accurate for what you'll be doing on a battlefield. If you are doing a block, you won't be leaning in. So practice that block clean and then train your reflex to go 1-2 off of that stance. And make sure if you're gonna go for the advanced combo, you get that cross chop in so fast that you don't need to slow down your serve. If your chop is too slow, such that you are having to hesitate to get your serve in there, then you're gonna be left floating in an awkward position. You gotta chop fast enough so you're not dawdling with the defending hand, so you can snap it back in return. If I'm gonna add the second one, it's gotta go fast. Whoops, you got my leg. When I drill this one, I don't need to switch my blades. I switch my stance, I hunker down, and then I'm blocking with the back leg squat. The defensive stance with my right leg back now. Let's show that side. It's a block serve. Serve, serve, serve. There it is. Then if you're gonna add the advanced one, it might be a little trickier on this side to manage your distance, but it would be, can we do slow motion? Like a block cross, serve up. So like, On a battlefield, it will be less likely that you need to squat block with your dominant hand from this defensive position. It's unlikely that your opponent is going to be striking at you from their offhand. It will feel a little more awkward and a little more tricky to do your squat block, serve, and chop with your dominant leg back. But again, it's worth practicing from both stances so you can feel those asymmetries and learn to make those little corrections for your range differences and your stance differences. Last thing I want to say on this one is remember the distinction in the approach of your wrists for the two different strikes you're doing. It is, in the regular version, the squat, it starts with a supinated wrist. You need to twist for that counter, and then this one chops straight down. There is no supination pronation twist. It is only technically what we call an ulnar deviation versus a radial deviation. It's just up and down in that plane. So the two ways you hit for this drill are a serve and a chop. Block 1, 2, block 1, 2, or going this way, block 1, 2, block 1, 2. There you have it. Have fun.